Right, both players are ready. Let's count them down for game number one. Himself, he's down to 181,000 points as Neko has had a fantastic post. That's it for Guafi. Got to top out at 12-14, and Neko's good for game number one. Guafi will not quit. He's going to hang the T, though. Oh, doesn't get the square over. That's it. Guafi got to top out at 14-11. Started landing on her. Yeah, no, that's 1.4. Guafi, 185,000 point lead. He's got to hang the T, though. And I think this might be it. So, Neko, you have a chase down. There's another. Oh, yes, hangs the bar. Needs another bar. His flip's pretty flat. Good. Oh, no. Not going to rotate it. Oh, no. Not going to be able to get the bar over, and that's it. On the edge of my seat. This is actually like the lag is making me. Oh, no. Guafi. He's going to top out at 628. There's a Tetris for Neko. Just needs another one. I think that. There's a Tetris. Neko's going to take game number 5. I think Guafi can hold his head high after that one, though. That was fantastic.
Well, how about you ready up on the next chance? That would be nice. But he's sitting there. That's fine. We're going to go ahead and count it down. Game number 1 about to get started in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Square and the S and the long bar are confirmed. Same piece sequence is initiated. This match is officially underway. Here we go. Gamer time. Now, we just actually had Monday Madness last week, where we had Kirby was here. And Kirby played Bloxe, I believe it was, last week, and was defeated 0-3. Kirby's one win on the season was against Sam Vaughn. Surprisingly, a 3-0 sweep over Sam. So hence why it's been kind of a weird CTL season for this Division 1B. Not your usual characters at the top. I mentioned Neko certainly is one that will normally find his way up in the top 3 spots to get that automatic playoff for the championship. But Critical Lapis and Guafi right now sitting in the other 2 spots. Critical Lapis, the division leader, sitting at 26 points, is ahead by 9 points over. It's going to be 8 points over Neko. So even if Neko sweeps Tetristime this weekend, those 2 will play on Saturday at 2 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Pacific. That is also known as 1800 UTC around the world. So the 2 of them will play with a potential that there could be a match of undefeated players. So that'll be quite striking. And what thing you'll notice here is we're testing this out on our CTL streams, and I'm doing it for this one, but I don't know if I'm going to continue with future streams that I do. You'll notice that you're seeing points show up at the top of the board there when players get the line clears, and especially the Tetris. That's a new feature from Nestor Champs that Yobi has added, the great Yobi-Wan Kenobi. May the 4th be with you. He has added this new feature that shows anytime players get a line clear or even pushdown points, we've seen that too, show up, and a Tetris, you'll see the point value appear now at the top of the screen. So it's a nice little neat feature that he's added in there at the request of our Baro, who felt that, maybe new people that are just joining for the first time, not familiar with the scoring system of how Tetris works, and you kind of see how much points players are accruing alongside with the total overall score that you see at the top on the white, and then you'll see the green-red score differentials there that switch between the score difference and the Tetris difference. So it is a nice, neat little feature that I'm testing out for tonight. It's been kind of mixed reviews. Some people are in favor of it. They like it. Others feel that it's a little distracting. And I understand both sides of that coin. And for me, I'm okay with it, but, just going to be one and done probably. I do prefer just seeing the pieces just do their thing. But for tonight, you'll get that special treat. Waiting for the YouTube commenters to let me know, King, you're an idiot. We don't like it. Get rid of it. That might happen. 396 for Tetristime, 404 for ID Kirby. Going to tuck an L on the right side. The long bar engaged. There's a Tetris. We'll go to 427. Oh, of course, yes, Tayo. The YouTube comments are the pinnacle of any civilization. Hi, YouTube. Good to see you as always. 464 to 454, 10,000 point differential between the two. Kirby alluded that the two of them have played matches before, and they were kind of like sparring partners or rivals or whatever. They played a litany of matches over the course of their Tetris careers, and now they find themselves here in the Premier Division of the Classic Tetris League, and what is sure to be another fantastic one. Both are high skill level rollers. ID Kirby has been to the World Championships, has played in the gold bracket several times, was finishing in round 1. I think that's his best finish so far. Has not been able to get over the hump and get to the top 16. Last year actually suffered a really tough round 0 loss. And is trying to get back in the groove. Shake away those demons as both have transitioned TT up pretty high. There is a drought that is formed. So we'll see how players handle it. Kirby, good cleanup. Bang! There's a Tetris. The cleanup from TT and the good down stacking from Kirby. This is why they're pros, folks. This is the pro level. Division 1, the Premier Division of Classic Tetris. Bang! Another Tetris. Kirby, 658. TT at 628. We're going to move Kirby over a little bit because you want to see that rolling technique. You'll see that camera setup from Kirby. Kirby has that controller set on the knee, on the inner part of the thigh there, like in between, where just around where the ball of the knee and the thigh are meeting. That's his comfort zone. He's got the glove on, the rolling looking sharp right now for ID Kirby, sitting at 717. Tetristime at 693. Tetris Kirby. Another one, 774. Over 2 Tetris lead now for Kirby. TT on level 22 will join now at 23. After that, Tetris 723 to 774. Another Tetris there for Kirby. Did have maybe a misstep of a square over in columns 3 and 4. Looking to try to figure a quick burn solution. The long bar fixes it up. And here we go. Kirby is nice and clean. Tetris ready now. Long bar engaged. There's a Tetris. 25,000 point lead for Kirby. 838 to TT's 813. Both are nice and clean. On level 24, Tetris. TT will take the lead right back. But it's only a 6,000 point lead. Tetris for Kirby to go to 23,000 points ahead. 868 to 845. And this is what exactly they were telling you, folks. Right before this one started. The history the two have had playing against one another. They know each other so well. They know what to expect. And that's why this one is shaking up to be a damn good one for this Monday Night Madness. TT with an overhang set directly. Gets the Tetris. Now he's waiting for that L. That's what he's waiting. There's the L, but he didn't put it. Now he'll put it there. He's kind of filling out a little bit of that center. He wanted to fix the parity up a little bit. You can't blame him. But most people like to try to just get that big gap fixed right away. You can see TT's got to watch that parity of the left side. He's got to get that J to fill. He had that J dependency to fill right away. Tetris for him. Both players have maxed out over the million point threshold, if King can talk. 1,077,000 to 1,049,000. We're on level 28. And TT, a little bit of a misflip over there with the J. He did have the 5 below opportunity, but there really wasn't a good spot for it. And unintentionally, the double flip of the J caused him from blocking to do it anywhere. We got a Tetris. He'll go to level 29 first at 1.125 million. Kirby has a center well. Longbar, bang, down the pipe. 1,159,000 for Kirby. It is tight. Level 29 speeds will get you every time. We'll see who can handle it first, because this is a crucial game number 1 to set the tone for this match. TT looking to try to get that left side open. There's the double he was waiting for. He wanted that L. The bar will help spill with a split double. Kirby fighting through. Wants that well open. Gets a piece over to the left side, but the holes here can be troublesome. Wants that J. Can't get the square over. And the J will not go. We are done at 1.179. TT with a small chase down. TT, you need 1.18. 3,000 more points will do it. The T died. And there it is. He gets the clear there. He had a perfect tie for this one. It starts in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Hello, 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 governor. Hello to EMC Loiv, the newest member of the Premier Division. EMC wrapped it up. Has won Division 2B. And has been promoted automatically to Division 1 for next season. Congratulations to EMC. It's been a long time coming. But sometimes, you know what? Good things come to those who wait. And the time is now. The time is now for EMC. So she will be Division 1 when she returns to CTL action, whenever that'll be. The season is season number 33. Season 34 will begin in July. We'll be taking our month break off in June with the World Championship looming. And then we'll return back to CTL action in July. So we'll see if EZ joins up for that season's worth of matches. Usually we do get a little bit of a bump up in the summer as players get a little bit of a break and have more free time to play. Puppy says, EZ once told me how to pronounce Premier in English, and then I decided to never ever name something Premier. The Premier. Premier. Many people live to spite me. Well, you know, if they ain't us, they hate us, right? That's usually how it goes down. TT with a long bar from hell over on the left side there, but he is burning it down and should be able to roll one easily over, as you just saw. That was quite the long bar hangerang there for TT. You see him smiling through his AOL internet. King. I didn't realize the long bar couldn't get over. They were talking about see his face. Oh, there you go. A nice little spin tuck from TT, but now he's just like trying to plug whatever he can. There, he's gonna have a bunch of holes. It's gonna take him a little while to fix this up. He's at 201. Kirby at 279. A 78,000 point lead for Kirby. As mentioned, really needs to get some points on the board in this session. Got swept by Floxe last week on the Monday show, and really does not want to have a repeat of that again, because his playoff hopes, and honestly, you know, playoff hopes are pretty much on life support at this point, but his season is nearing that juncture too. He needs to pick up points and then hope that Sam Vaughn has a catastrophic failure in the next 2 matches to avoid the relegation playoff. Meanwhile, TT is doing TT things. This board is a mess and a half. Let's see if he can do what he does best, and that's dig out. Now, the great Jeff Moore once said, Tetristime really is the epitome of digging out, because that's all I ever see him do is just dig, dig, dig. And both are from Las Vegas. Hope that Jeffrey and the fam are doing well. I spoke to Kimmy Moore recently, just checking in on them. They're doing fine. But are they coming to CTWC? It's a big question mark. We don't know yet. In all honesty, Kirby didn't even know when it was. She's like, what? That's happening? You guys are still in business? No, it's slightly kidding there. Slightly kidding. Oh, TT, that T placement. I don't know about that. It was a little bit of an awkward drop. 254 for TT. He's in a suffer game. 357 for ID Kirby. Not really having a great game per se either, but just has been able to make the most of it and not getting into too many of these situations like Tetristime has been. I said it beautifully. Thank you. Premiere. That's going to say a beverage I enjoy. Look at that dirty Tetris from TT. And he's going to continue to just play dirty because he's a aggro SOB. The beverage I do enjoy these days because it is only 2.6 grams of carbs, which is good for a fat guy like myself. You got to watch those carbs, man. You can't be just willy-nilly doing whatever you want now. You know, I'm not 26. I'm 46 now, so you got to watch that diet. Corona Premier. That's what they call it, the Premier. Not a premiere, it's a premiere. And that's one of the reasons why I know that. Also know because my dad and my sister like watching the English Premier League. Titi has arrived to transition first with a 338. Kirby is one more burn away. And he's gonna have to, yeah, he's not happy. He's like, oof. The P sequence there, not really the best for Kirby. Gotta get that long bar. Only burned one line though. The one time you'd like that square to come a little earlier, right? And Kirby's doing all the right things. Got this board cleaned up. And the long bar for the reward. Tetris, Kirby. 458 for ID Kirby. 443 now for TT. TT's been able to start catching up. Once that long bar score hits, you'll see it. And you can see how many points that Tetris is worth on level 21. It's about 26,000 points. And on 22, it's worth 27,600. So now, thanks to the technology of Restreamed and what Yobi can do, you can see what a Tetris is worth, so you can start understanding the calculations that are already going in on the top with the score differences and the number of Tetris differences that are there. It's all great numbers that you're seeing here on the Classic Tetris League. We're always on the forefront of staying up to date with new ideas. But we'll leave the jury to be still out on, you know, people like it or not. And Bumpy says, it's great because I can never make 19. Yeah. How much is that worth again? Oh, there it is. That's how I know next time. I'll write it down. 30,000 points. There you go. For those that always wondered, when does the 30,000 point Tetris hit? It's on level 24 for you folks. So now you know that that's how much that is worth. And then now after 24, you start getting into these 30,000s plus. So TT just hit one on 25. Kirby's on 24, looking for the bar. Triple in. The J will go for the dependency. And there's a Tetris, 31,200. You're probably saying, King, what? You just told me on level 24 a Tetris is worth 30,000. Why did Kirby get 31,000? And that's because of the line count where it rolled over to the next level. So the bonus points given to Kirby because it's considered a level 25 Tetris. Clean board for Kirby. 831 for Kirby. 773. Tim Pumpy. Pulling a Tyler there. Oh my god. Love it. Oh yeah, I'll see you there. On Twitch. What? 933 to 845. Almost a 2.5 Tetris lead in favor of ID Kirby. DT racking up that left side. Tetris will go into level 29. And he is playing safe. Gets that Tetris in. 1.29 Tetris away. Tetris, 37,200 points worth on level 30 for you. Kirby's on 29 now as well. Going to take that triple to keep this board safe. Again, Trying to be careful and cautious. Doesn't want to throw this away. There's a Tetris for Kirby. 37,200. And another one. Why not? Because we're on level 30, baby. It's 1,069,000. Hey now to 993,000. TT on level 32 has finally reached the million points. He's a 1.5 Tetrises away. They raged the battle on. It's game number 2. ID Kirby wants this one. Needs those valuable points. TT a little bit of hang low on the left side. Gets the long bar over. Burning through. There's a hole in row 2 that will deny any type of Tetris. Kirby has one in row 3. Gets a split double and is bringing this down. The J opens the well. We're back to building. And there's a Peekayric. Tetris. All the pieces fit for ID Kirby. 3.82 Tetris lead. 1.2 to 1.05. TT level 35. Needs to start playing efficient and do his best because he knows it's aggression time. Peekayric, another one. Down less than 3 Tetrises, but it's over 100,000 points in the lead. TT gets the T. Peekayric, another Tetris. Kirby adds one too. Kirby is behind in the line count as well by about 10 lines because the TT's digging. So TT really needs to focus up and go through. Kirby waiting out for the long bar. Does hit it. Then the left side is broken. It's finished. Now the chase down is yours, TT. 1.362 is the final score for Kirby. All they can do is sit and watch. TT has 10 lines left. He's going to have to build high. Kirby says, nope, I got it. Peekayric, a dirty Tetris. But what can TT do? The board is compromised and he can't do anything else. It's finished. And Kirby's excellent gameplay at 1.362 hands TT. Game number 2 loss. 3. Kirby and TT in 3-2-1 Tetris. We'll see who's going to take the lead going into game number 4. P sequence is perfect. What a banger game number 2 that one was. That was a lot of fun. You love to see it when 2 players of this caliber go at it. Very similar skill levels in the game. Both have had excellent highs. Have faced the tough lows of the cruel mistress of classic Tetris. Kirby's best finish in classic Tetris, I believe. I mean, don't quote me on it, but you Mac Database hounds probably can double check it. Kirby's best finish in a competitive classic Tetris tournament or league has been the CTL in season number 31. He finished in 4th place, making it all the way to the semifinals after the tremendous upset victory and essentially potentially ending Andy's career. He took on Pixel Andy, the defending CTL champion. He had just ended Scooty's streak the season before in season 30. He came back for season 31. He's like, I'll make semifinals easy, bro. And Kirby said, not today. They went to a decider in what was one of the most thrilling CTL matches I had seen in quite some time. And ended up defeating Andy 3-2 and subsequently went to the championship Sunday. Lost in the semifinals to Alex T. But certainly was a fantastic run for Kirby. One of his best seasons, too. Hanging in to make it to the playoffs. Got a number 7 seed with one of the wild cards. And then did that tremendous win. The underdog coming through. TT, on the other hand, now his claim to fame is that he defeated Fractal not once, but twice at a Tetris tournament. He beat Fractal at the World Championships when we were online in 2021, which stunned the world and sent TT to the top 8. Many had known Tetristime for being this tremendously goofy but quirky guy that somehow always found a way to get himself into stacking trouble and then find a way to get out of it. He is probably one of the most prolific classic Tetris diggers and one of the most aggressive players in history. He has somewhat somewhat toned it down, but there's still that a little bit of the old TT in him. You know, sometimes you just can't change the leopard spots, right? Where you want to spill the beans to EUC? Do I? I don't know. Do the Brits like beans? Seriously? I don't even know if they like it. I know they like tea though, right? So spill the tea. Would you like to spill some tea? All right, Governor. It was dirty Tetris, beans and toast. Yeah, that's what they like. And that's why when the Brits come over to the States, they always say, "I'll never want to come back because the food is so good here in the States. I can see why you Americans are fat asses, because your food is good and why we're such skinny, rotten." I was gonna say, that's a very bad word I can't say on this channel. We're skinny tossers here. Because our food is terrible. We can't eat shite here. Beans and toast is our best delicacy. Oh my god. And like this little spin from Tetristime. He did not spin the S there. Looks like he might have missed that one. A little bit of an itchy nose. He's just gonna drop some pieces in the center. Like an L dependency, but the long bar will come to get the Tetris first. TT's at 445. Kirby at 502, having a stellar game. Kirby looking to lock in. We're talking about Tetristime and his run to claim to fame, made it to top 8. And then the rolling really started to take off for the community, and TT was kind of considered one of the last of the table tappers, one of the final holdouts before committing to rolling, because he saw the writing on the wall. TT's, if we were still in the era of tapping, Tetristime could certainly be a perennial top 8 finisher, and maybe even semi-finalist at the World Championship every time. Nice line spin from ID Kirby. Vandy would be pleased, because TT's tapping is still tremendous. But he knew the writing was on the wall, and he had to switch over to rolling if he wanted to continue to try to stay competitive in this sport. And he had really shown how much of a commitment he made in 2025 to it, making it to the top 16 at CTWC. That's his best finish at a live CTWC. We have transition already. Level 20 is on the cards. It's 535 for Tetristime, 675 for ID Kirby. So Kirby with the 137,000 point lead is enjoying that. It's like a misdrop of the Z piece for Kirby, but it gets fixed with the tuck of the J. Tetris in, 729 for Kirby, 592 for the Tetristime. This is game number 3. Someone's looking to try to take a 2-1 advantage going into game 4. Crucial points at stake. TT really wants to hold on. He wants to go into Saturday's showdown with Neko. Both the top dogs undefeated in the division. Neko sitting at 3-0. TT sitting at 2-0 right now. This is his 3rd match of the season. He'll get match number 4 and 5 done this Saturday. He's going to go back-to-back. And he's playing the 2 toughest players you can imagine. He's going to be getting both the Neko and Sam Vaughn. So that is a extremely tall task for the Tetristime. We'll see how he handles that. Level 24 for Kirby, 25 for TT. Kirby has joined now. TT waiting for this long bar. Finally, it shows Tetris down 104,000 points. Kirby seeing that same drought. Gets the Tetris too. You see Kirby behind on the sequence slightly. About 3 Tetris lead in favor of Kirby. TT will slam a Tetris. 877 for the Tetristime, 955 for Kirby. Kirby knows he can follow the same formula from game number 2, where he had the lead pretty much the whole way and really forced TT to start playing aggressive. This could be his chance to maybe make TT falter again. So we'll see if he keeps the same recipe. Kind of waiting for this bar, taking the skims. We got a drought formed again. You can see the burns are being taken, how much each one of those is worth, how much is taken up from the score. Did get the Tetris finally. Well is closed at the moment. Doesn't use the L to open it up. We'll use it that one. Wanted to build that left side first and does the right thing. As he knows, 29 is looming. TT is the first one there. Gets the Tetris. TT has taken the lead. Kirby takes it right back. There we go. We got a level 29 play yet again. 3 for 3, baby. Tetris, Kirby, 1.152, has a 14,000 point lead. TT will take it right back. They're going to back and forth with this one. For every Tetris one gets, the other will take the lead after they get that same Tetris. So this is going to be back and forth. TT is ahead in the line count again. But not by too much, by about 5 or 6, depending on where the burns are happening. Kirby has a bit of a checkerboard going. He'll take a split double. Ronkley, watch along. He knows this is what he wants to see. A drought is formed. Good T for the burn. The hanger-ring of the hanger-ring T for Kirby, and TT took it over just as that was happening. The hanger-ring T is going to spell doom. And TT at 1.283 is going to be good for game number 3. The 2-1 advantage now in his favor. That's a GG's. And Tetristime showing you why he finished in the top 16 of CTWC. He went to a decider versus Eyeball. Fell just short, but could have been in the top 8. And that's what he's looking for this year. He wants a repeat of that opportunity that may have slipped from his fingers. He was the darling of 2025, the regional beast, going back 3 back in a true form of fashion. Down in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. So L and the Z are the first 2 pieces, followed by a square and the J. And that's where the divergent divergement has happened. TT setting up for a square tuck, but the square will not come in time, so he ended up going with the L spin and setting up some awkward placements here. It was kind of bothered there for a moment, and then we'll see. Looks like he will, do this. The J spin in the center. TT off to a messy start. 30,000 for him. Kirby at 49,000. Kirby has this little overhang that the square tuck has filled. Has an L dependency going on the left side, but has room to move here on the right. There's the L. Take the triple to burn. And Tetris for Kirby. 101 for Kirby. 35,000. Dirty Tetris for TT. Smiling. He's like, I did it again, King, and I'll do it again. Another dirty Tetris, King. Actually, how does TT goes? Dirty Tetris, King. King said, I don't know how you do the growl like that. It hurts my throat. Bruh. Some things are left best to the professionals. TT. TT with a dirty triple of the L piece. He's wanting that center back open. The column 8 is, and there's another dirty Tetris for Tetristime. TT at 144, Kirby at 219. Kirby looking to get us to the decider. Wants this extra point knows that every point at this juncture of his season, precious. Absolutely precious. He needs these points. Kirby is currently sitting in last place. 4 out of 6 matches played. A 1-3 record. Has 8 points. Tied currently with Sam Vaughn. And when it comes to push and shove, I mean, technically with Kirby getting the 1 point, now he's past Sam. So he does have 9. Sam will be sitting in the 7th spot. Can you imagine Sam, Mr. SV Nestris, the former Friendlies heavyweight champion, semi-finalist of last season's CTL championship? Imagine he gets sent down to Division 2. Are you serious, man? That potentially could happen. We've seen it happen before with big names. Sidnev has been demoted to Division 2 ages ago. Almost feels like a lifetime ago, but that happened. The Dangler currently sitting in Division 2. You want to even believe that's real? It is. Tetris League can be a cruel place, man. And the aggression from TT continues. There's the dirty Tetris. 278 to 425. Kirby, a very strong lead. Has 8 Tetrises. Tetris, I should say. 8 Tetris. Lead for Kirby. Like, yeah, that's pretty good. Pretty good. 100 lines, 495. Yeah, pretty good. Potential for a high 500 for Kirby. Maybe even a 600K. Pumpy asking the tough questions. Hamburger, are you going to CTWC? The Hamburglar is here. Watching along. Studying. Getting ready for the June premiere poll. And we just released the May one just got released. And already Hamburger is,
I have to get my poll ready, King. King, remember I told you you're not supposed to use that voice? I don't like that voice, King. Remember you told me, you said you promised you would never use that voice ever again?
I don't recall if I promised it, but I probably said, yeah, I guess I won't do it again. You don't like it. But it's been forever today, so who cares? The poll barely got across the finish line. Yeah, maybe finished it. Yeah, I think so. You're not wrong about that, Pumpy. I don't know. I don't feel the same about the poll like I used to. I was very, the poll was a lot of fun back in the day. I think now it's certainly changed a bit. I don't know if I'll continue doing it. But we'll see. I like picking names. We're on level 20 for Kirby, 696, TT at 453. Now we've seen that TT's 19 and 29 game are super strong, so even being down by 200,000 points, that doesn't mean anything. He can come racing right through like a friggin' demon. TT 521, Kirby at 758. Kirby with a couple of holes in rows 2 and 3. It'll take a little while to kind of burn those out. I was wondering if Kirby was thinking about going as aggro as TT, but said, nah, bro. Let's just clean it down. I got such a big lead, I can afford to just take a few burns. No, try not to throw this one away. You really can't do that. When you have such a big lead like this, you got to try to find a way to just play safe, stay alive, and force the opponent to be the aggressor. But that, unfortunately, is the wrong opponent to try to make that happen with. This is one of the most aggressive players in Class Tetris history, and you can see does not even bother filling the long bar in the dependency, but will get the right pieces to do so. The rolling has made TT even more vicious in his stacking. I can move pieces higher than ever, King. I don't care about good stacking. I just care about good rolling. Motos is here. Is probably like ripping his hair out. Rollers, man. We're on level 27. TT is down by about 6 Tetris. Kirby nearing the 1,000,000 points. TT continues to fight through. Wants that bar badly. We'll have to take the triple and another. And then there's the Tetris. We go to level 29. TT at 788. He's got 10 levels left. Kirby in the driver's seat. Wants to send this to the decider. Zips the pieces to the left. The drought has formed, but the long bar, bang, a Tetris. Kirby goes to level 28. And this Tetris also will get us some more points. 221,000 points, the difference. Kirby is just annihilating. Now, this is where this is going to be very important for Kirby. A little bit of a misdrop could be trouble. And that's going to be it, Kirby. Can't do anything about it, but TT was full. Oh, there you go. TT will fall here no matter what. Kirby's huge game. Kirby and TT in 3, 2, 1. Tetris, who's picking up the 5 points? Z, Longbar, J. The P sequence confirmed correct for the 5th and final time. Thank you so much, everyone, for hanging out, watching this one. This has been a banger. Without question, this has been a damn good one. But I'm excited to see the finish as we are getting set to get there. The one thing I have not talked about, which is, shame on me. Shame on me, because I've been just kind of moving this match along. But shame on me for those of you that have been watching here tonight. Thank you so much for tuning in, hanging out. I know there's a lot of other Tetris action going on. We've got monthly Tetris and classic Tetris going. Usually I don't do the Mondays, but player schedules have dictated for me to make this happen. So here we are, and it's been a good one. And I'll be back this Friday for the Friday Night Fights, streaming. So I will be back on Friday Night Fights, and we will reveal the main event. Reckoning Super Show is coming. The main event, a Reckoning 2026, could likely go head-to-head with the finals of the Mega Masters tournament. The King didn't plan that to happen, but unfortunate that scheduling has conflicted to make that so. There's not much I could do, but when you see what the main event is for Reckoning, you'll see why we could not change the date. And I'll have that announced this Friday, folks. So tune in to the King. I'll be on the Class Tetris channel from 6:30 p.m. Eastern till about 10:30. For those UTC enjoyers, that is 22:30 UTC start time. Probably right around that midnight UTC is when we'll announce the Reckoning main event. You don't want to miss it. It's one for the ages. The King doesn't disappoint when it comes to those things, so you will not be disappointed. 298 for TT, 259 for Kirby. It is a 1.72 Tetris lead for the Tetristime. He wants this win to go into the match versus Neko 3-0, that they'll be tied on the win column, and then one will continue on Saturday undefeated, while the other will suffer their first loss of the season. DT certainly would love to get this third win because he has a tough schedule this week. He's playing Kirby right now. We're going into the decider. He's got Neko on Saturday, and then potentially has Sam Vaughn right after that. He's going to go back-to-back because we got to catch up. Only 2 weeks left of the season. And Mr. Sam Vaughn's schedule is getting kind of sus, so we gotta get him done sooner rather than later. Which means TT, who has been taking some time off and just got back from vacation, is already thrown into the wilds here. But if there's one player that can do it, it is Tetristime. That man loves to play this game. He's also doing a fundraiser. Wants to go to CTWC. So he needs some help with the fundraising. So you can tune in to his handles at the bottom there, Tetristime _. You can go visit him when he's streaming. He's pretty much doing it every night, U.S. Pacific time. He was doing some runs today, getting warmed up for this matchup. So help out a former top 8 finalist. You can throw some money his way, but you can also throw money our way too with the match of Reno, so we could maybe pay him out if he makes it into the top 4. Top 4 guaranteed to get a piece of the prize pool, sitting at $132.60, I believe that is. Can't read it. My eyes are glaucomaed, so maybe it's 89 cents, something like that. I don't know. If I hit the Match Arena button and try to go to that link, this stream might die. Tetris for Tetristime goes to 561. Kirby a Tetris to go to 502. So about 2.5 Tetris lead for TT. He's got a long bar dependency brewing in column 4 high up. He will get the long bar to fill. Has to reopen that well with that as well. This long bar will show, and he'll get the score in. Kirby gets one, too. Line count pretty negligible. This time, no suffered digs for TT to be ahead in the line count. Kirby has to use the bar to open up the well, and then this bar has to go left because the well is closed. TT will be the first to go to transition. Kirby will get a Tetris with like one more. There's one more skim. We'll skim in, and there we go. Tetris. 579 to 679. 100,000 point lead for Tetristime. This is it. It's game number 5. Who's going to come away with the big 5 points to swing one way or another? Kirby wants those 5 to move further away from Sam. TT wants those 5 and stay undefeated going into Saturday's big games. TT's final opponent of the season will be the number 1 player in the division, Critical Lapis. Kirby's final opponent after this one is Guavi, who's sitting at number 3 right now. So it is getting to that time of the season. It's crunch time. Every point matters. These 2 points for both could be important. But the outcome isn't where they want it for this one. Well, maybe those points will be precious enough to save them. Tetris for TT. He's got a 4+ Tetris lead and a 5. After that, Kirby will slam it down to make it 4. It's 123,000 points. TT 874. Kirby at 779. TT has the well closed. The bar's there. Dirty Tetris for the Tetristime. Potentially looking at level 24 max out. Oh yeah, we're right on the cusp of it. $994 for TT. And there it is, Tetris into 25, the max out, 1,025,000 points for Tetristime, 860,000 for Kirby. He's down 5 Tetras. He's been either in the lead for the most part in all these games except for the 5th one now. So Kirby's 29 play is gonna have to be locked in should he want to try to get this match won. He needs it. Give him some breathing room and force Sam to have to win this weekend. They were tied going in. Kirby has the head-to-head advantage over Sam with a 3-0 sweep. So these 2 points, absolutely precious. But the 3 more on top of that, a win here in a decider is 5 points earned, is huge for both. We're about to go into 29 play. There's a 3 Tetris lead in favor of Tetristime. Fans are rooting on for Kirby. They want to see what he can do. They want to see that magic that Kirby had. Kirby waiting on a J piece. It doesn't come. Spit. Get. Oh, these are crazy moves right now. Get the Tetris. TT topped out. TT has topped out at 29. Kirby, you need 40,000 points. This is a dig of a lifetime right now for Kirby. Huge dig incoming. Kirby needs the right pieces. We're in a drought on top of that. Could we set up for something super dirty? Oh, that's a dirty double, I think it was. And if that's going to be enough. Oh, the reaction from both tells you how much was on the line right there. It looked like Kirby was setting up for a super dirty, but it was not enough. I think that was either a double or a triple. I couldn't tell. There was just too much cheese on the board. And Kirby was just shy. 15,000 points. But Tetristime will survive. Game number 5. To take the game in the match. GG's.
I'm going to change the music. Oh, there you go. All right, we got it ready from both players. Let's get started with game number 1 of this match in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tetris. And there we have it. Both players, same piece sets are confirmed. Already built.